Just wanted to let you know that your test results came back, and the diagnosis is you've got a bad case of loving the Ron Van Dam show. Now, it's curable, but if loving this show is wrong, do you really want to be right? You are listening to the Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. It's a Monday. Oh no, that's okay, it's all right. We can do this. Welcome to the program. It is the Ron Van Dam Show. Don't argue with me. I'm not in the mood. Oh, yeah. I am now partially AI. This, as a matter of fact, is not me. I'm a 21-year-old girl from New Jersey. AI is amazing. Let's do a little AI, shall we?
I am an AI voice. I can prove it. Show me 6 pictures and I will correctly tell you which ones have your hot, sexy cousin in it.
No, that's not right. That is not right. Anyway, welcome to the program. Thank you for being here. I can't thank you enough, so I'm not even going to try. I won't even thank you at all. It's whatever. I'm in such a whatever mood. I love it. I love whatever. People tell me it's annoying for me to say whatever, and you have to say it with that little Valley Girl, see me Valley, or don't see me Valley thing. You need to do it with the accent. You can't just go whatever. That's not enough. You have to do the whatever. That's the real annoying version. But I love to do it, and I love to piss people off. Just for fun. Just for fun. Not to hurt them, but for fun. So whatever. So I do that, and people say, that's incredibly annoying. And my response is, oh, good, then you get it. Okay. Anyway, whatever. It's a very freeing thing to say, because if you really don't care, then it's just, not caring is such a luxury. It's a luxury item. I love the whatever. Do you want to go to the movies? Whatever. It's just lovely. It's not sexy in any way. Hey, do you want to go upstairs and fool around in the bedroom? Whatever. It's not sexy. It's not sexy. Anyway, I was watching TV, as I frequently do in my life, and I came across this new service product thing that apparently is available, and I couldn't understand it. Let me backtrack a couple of centuries ago. So King Arthur is sitting around the round table. I won't go that far back. Ancestry.com, 123, it's me. I don't know what the names of these things are. The Ancestry services, where you spit on a piece of paper and send it to your friends. And you send it to this service, and you pay money, and they analyze your spit, and basically they say, ew, that's disgusting. But they also let you know your family tree, your distant relatives. They could be lying to you. You would have no way of knowing. Yes, your past relative was made horseshoes for horses in the 13th century. Oh, my God, really? Oh, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. So how are you going to check that out? What are you going to do? Call up someone from the 13th century and say, I got to verify this information. There's no way of checking this out. They can make up anything they want. You're related to the Marquis de Sade. Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Sure. Then you go around telling people, I'm related to the Marquis de Sade. Oh, sure you are. How do you know? Do you have a piece of paper from him or something? No, I was told by a company that I paid money for them to tell me this. Oh, well, then it must be true. They also tell you, besides that, who you're related to. The whole family tree. They got the whole family tree going on there. And all you got to do is spit into a cup, I guess. I don't know how that works. I really don't. But I don't believe that stuff. There's no way to verify whatsoever. There's no way to verify. They also tell you what your heritage is, what your background is, where you're from. And again, no way to check. Yes, you're 20% Italian. You're 3% Swiss. You're 72% Luxembourg. How do you know that? Oh, and then like a couple of months later, you get an update from this heritage ancestry thing. And they say, numbers have changed. The more information we get from other people, the more we can find out about you. Numbers have changed. You're now 92% moron for buying this thing. It's amazing. So now, and I talk about that not only because it's an interesting comedy bit, but also because I really think it's absolutely absurdly ridiculous. And if you're into that stuff, I'm not judging. I'm saying for me, it's absurdly ridiculous. For you, it could be very fitting. Now, so I'm watching TV, and there's a new service which is comparable to what I just talked about, and it's called Wisdom Panel. Just by saying that, you would have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Wisdom Panel, and you should Google it, but not till the show's over, because I'm busy here talking to you, and don't be rude to me. Wisdom Panel is like this Ancestry stuff, but it's for pets and dogs, basically. There is such a love of dogs that emerged beyond the love that was there before. Since the pandemic, I remember that. Oh, Ron, I do remember that now. Pandemic. That was like around 2000. What'd they call it? COVID-17? It's 19, right? Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. Okay. The worst part, there were two bad parts to it. One was that people were dying a lot. That was bad. And really bad. I'm not making light of it. Incredibly bad. And the other part was the supply chain disruption, shortage, where there was no product of anything. Those two things combined made it a hell of a few years. Really bad. But anyway, what we did was we discovered dogs and pets because we were secluded in our homes, which I believe was just like the best part of it. And a lot of people went out and got dogs, and now more of the population has this incredible love for dogs because once you have a dog that you really get along with, it is the love of your life. You may be married, you may have a wonderful friend, you may love your children. Doesn't compare to the relationship that a human being has to a dog. Bizarre for me to say, but I think you believe me. Anyway. It's called Wisdom Panel, and it works just like the human version that I was talking about so incessantly. You get some DNA from the dog. I don't know where you find that. I think it's on the back of the neck. I guess you need spittle. And believe me, a dog and spittle, that's no problem. It's hard to get out of a human being. Out of a dog, I mean, it's just like normal. You send this into the Wisdom Panel people, and they will give you the heritage and the background of your dog. And once again, if you thought, like I did, that the Ancestry 123, it's me services were absurd, this is like triple absurd. Because, I mean, I guess if you're breeding or breathing, that might be consequential. And I guess if you're breeding human beings, that might be consequential as well. I don't really know. But as far as the other part is concerned, like, or did you know that my dog's sister's cousin great-granddog used to pee on lampposts? No kidding. That's why our dog pees on lampposts all the time. That's correct. Way back, about 4 generations ago, their ancestor was peeing on lampposts as well. Wow. By lamppost, you mean street light pole? Yeah. Okay, I know what you meant by lamppost. So enjoy, find out about your dog. My dog loves spaghetti. Oh, let's check it. Let's get in touch with Wisdom Panel and find out why. I found out that my dog is 72% Italian. All right, this is getting crazy. I found out by going to Wisdom Panel that my dog is related to the wolf. No kidding. That's incredible. Not the elephant. No, the wolf. Wow. Thank God for wisdom. Thank you, Wisdom Panel, for that great information I would have never known. Oh, that's interesting because I myself am related to a wolf. It's incredible. No, 23%, but still, that's incredible, isn't it? Wisdom Panel. Check it out if you're into that stuff. I'm not. A lot of people saying to me, Ron, what are you going to be doing for New Year's Eve? And I guess this is going to be a running topic until the actual holiday, quote-unquote holiday, occurs. I have no idea what I want to do. I always say to myself, here's what happens. About like 3 or 4 weeks before New Year's Eve, I'm looking for places to go to that are festive, that don't cost too much money. Because on New Year's Eve, if something costs $5, now it's $500. I want to go out to dinner. That dinner's going to cost you about $30. New Year's Eve, $130. Same food, don't get me wrong. It's just amazing. It's amazing. And as human beings, we go, oh, okay, I guess it's a special night. Stop it. You're being taken. Hello, you're being taken. Hello, I'm knocking you on the head with my knuckles. You're being taken. So about 3 weeks ahead of time, I'm looking for places that I can go to for New Year's Eve with my lovely lady. And there's not a lot to choose from because I'm not in a big city right now. The closer I get to New Year's Eve, the more I say to myself, I don't want to do this. I just want to stay home and vegetate on the little specks of dirt on my carpet. I'm going to go to the store at supermarket and get a vegetable platter and some dip. And the dip usually comes in the vegetable platter, by the way, so that's like really nice. And I'm just going to sit there and eat vegetables and watch old movies on TV, I suppose. I never watch the ball drop because I feel incredibly stupid while it's happening, and you should too. And in various cities they don't drop balls; they drop. It just sounds wrong to even say that. They drop other things. I think in Florida they drop oranges. A gigantic orange. Well, it makes sense, but this is how stupid we're getting here. The best thing to do is not consider New Year's Eve to be anything. It's like anything. It's like your birthday. It's just another day with a little landmark attached to it, a superficial landmark. But other than that, it's another day, so it's not a big deal. And this New Year's Eve, politically, and I'm not going to get into this, politically, I am not thrilled about what happened. So it's been a horrible 2024 year in the sense of politics have just they've just made me numb. So I'm not celebrating the end of 2024. I might be in the sense that it's over now. But looking forward to ushering in 2025, no ushers involved here, baby. I don't want you ushering that thing in. No. 2025 to me is going to be the year of, oh my God. I have a feeling I'll be saying the phrase, oh my God, so many times during 2025 that it'll become, as everything else, just a normal thing to say. Did he say, oh my God? Yes, he did. Well, I guess things are normal then. He's always perpetually shocked about what's going on in the world. So 2025, no, there is no ushering. There is no joy in Mudville as far as that subject is concerned. So what do I want to do on New Year's Eve? I think I want to be in solitude. I don't want to be in confinement of any I don't want that. I want solitary confinement. But I don't think I want to be amongst people. I have learned to very carefully choose my people. I am. If I were to lead the Jewish people through the desert, which I think is what they did way back then, in the days of Jesus and Moses and all those people, the big three, and I don't Abraham, Joseph, Isaac, I don't know these people. They were leading people through deserts. That's what they did. That's all they did. They led their people through deserts. I guess it was a hiking expedition of some sort with religious connotations. I really don't know what was going on, but apparently that was the thing to do. But I would not do that. I would not have been a good Jesus. I would not have been a good Jesus. I may look like him I've been told many times in my life I look just like Jesus, and my response is, well, thank you. I think it's a little bit of a burden, but thank you. But I could not be Jesus because I wouldn't walk everybody through the desert. I would say, I've got to interview you individually. I don't walk anybody through the desert. I don't hook up with just anybody, taking them through the desert. I'm just taking the ones that I want. The rest of you can pretty much rot. I don't really care. See, so I'd make a horrible Jesus. I really would. In that sense. I wonder if they had that Ancestry thing back in the days of Jesus. Jesus, you're 92% Italian. No, I think I'm Jewish. I don't know. We're not seeing that. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I have a couple of guests that are coming up here. We're going to have a commercial word. And then my guest will, of course, be joining us because that's the way this works here. But first, there's this.
I wanted to learn more about who I am and where I come from. My family history.
I've always been curious about my genetic background. What makes me, me?
I needed to know myself better, and now I do, thanks to Who Is I.
Who Is I is the genetic ancestry testing kit you can use right in your own home. Using state-of-the-art technology from 30 years ago, Who Is I's patent-pending genetic testing protocols have been proven to be 96% accurate in up to 14% of tests, with a highly acceptable 7 to 10% margin of error. In today's market, there is no other ancestry test this accurate that's also called Who Is I.
My Who Is I test told me that I'm 79% Italian, 12% Tasmanian, and 6% Oldsmobile. It was so easy.
Who Is I says I'm 18% New Jerseyan, 42% French toast, and 16% unidentifiable goo. That's so good to know.
With one simple nasal swab test, plus a fingernail, elbow skin, half ounce of toe sweat, quarter pint of blood or mucus, and 3 drops of fluid from your left eye, Who Is I maps your genetic markers as accurately as a slightly out-of-date road atlas.
I had suspected for a long time that I'm descended from the lizard people of planet Zargon. Now, thanks to Who Is I know I'm actually from Flugamir 7 in the Andromeda system. Plus, I'm 3% Arapaho and 6% slightly used paper products.
Your Who Is I results will tell you not just about yourself, but your whole family tree as well, with just one simple test.
I always wondered about my ancestors. Now I know that my great-great-grandfather was a bicycle tire. Thanks, Who Is I?
Who Is I Home Genetic Ancestry Testing. It's time to get to know yourself better.
Mike Bako joins us now. He's been with us many times before. He's the trends editor for the Daily National, The Modern Man, and he knows everything about technology, sports, entertainment for Inside Edition, ESPN Radio, Reuters. You had a big business card, Mike.
You know what? I like to keep the people happy. So and you know what? And I could add your station to the list. So
there you go.
Thanks as always for having me. I enjoy these conversations this time.
Yeah, you know, I really need your help this year because I am quote unquote spent because I don't know what to get for anybody because I've done it before and I've run out of ideas, and I'm turning to you for some help.
All right. Well, we got a couple of things. One very particular gift that you could make a lot of people happy with that we could touch on for a minute. But Ron, you know, you are kind of an outlier in terms of what a lot of people are going to be doing this year.
Oh.
Would it surprise you to know that most people are going to be spending on average about $1,000 this holiday season in terms of their holiday spending? That's a pretty big increase. It's about 4% increase over last year, but that really clocks in at a outstanding number of close to $1 trillion that people are going to be spending this year. So it really adds up after a while. And if you've got kids, most parents are saying that they're going to spend between $350 and $400 per kid this holiday season.
Ooh, well, prices have gone up too, but also you know, people are doing well here and there. But I don't, Mike. I don't know where to go. Let's start with technology. I'm a little bit on the older side, and I kind of don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, Ron, let me just ask you a question. You like watching TV?
I sure do.
All right, so there you go. So this time of year, Home Alone marathon watching. You're watching the NFL and the college football playoffs. You're kind of streaming all the new shows. A lot of people have time off this year, so obviously a TV is that go-to this time of year for people. And the one that I'm recommending, it's from LG. So the LG's got their new B4 OLED TV. And it's really going to transform your experience because it's got cutting-edge technologies that really enhances your viewing experience. So it's got Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, so it feels like it really puts you in the middle of things because it has amazing visuals and immersive sound. And if you're wondering why OLED is superior to a mini LED TV, it's because the OLED display, it excels in delivering that cinematic experience that we were talking about. So really great blacks, infinite colors. It's really great for watching dark scenes in movies or if you're enjoying it in that dimly lit room. So it's really great. It's an interactive TV. It's really also good for gaming and streaming as well. So that's really the differentiator with this LG TV. It's really going to pop when you're watching or when you're gaming, when you're watching sports. It's that great home theater experience.
I like that. That's for myself, though.
Yeah.
Okay. What about some different things that are kind of outside the box, so to speak?
So one of the things that when you're thinking about shopping outside of the box, you need a trusted partner, I'll call it, in terms of how you want to shop. So some of the great retailers that people are going to, Amazon, Samsung, Peloton, SeatGeek, so many more. You really need a trusted partner to help you shop on those sites. So Affirm is really what we're recommending because it helps you responsibly pay over time for your gifts this holiday season. You could download the app. You could go on affirm.com. It helps you get started to shop virtually anywhere, and there's no cost to download the app. And what it lets you do is help you check off your holiday gift list by purchasing within a budget. It helps you responsibly pay over time for the gifts at your favorite retailers this holiday season. And like I mentioned, there's no late fees and there's no hidden gifts. So there's a lot of transparency in terms of what you're able to do and what you're able to pay.
I like that. I like that kind of. Not bad. What else? Yeah. What else do you have in the bag of gadget tricks?
Well, when it comes to gadgets, I like to think about how people are using those gadgets this time of year, especially with someone who has two kids. I have a 4.5 and a 7.5-year-old, so I want to be really intentional with how we're using technology. So if they are using the iPad, are we doing it as a family? They're not just kind of taking it off and playing by themselves in the corner and not being social. So trying to envision how we use technology, whether it be a gaming system or whether it be the iPad or whether it be something that they're watching, how do we do it together and how do we do it in a way where they're not just kind of consumed with content versus being able to do it together, to talk about it, to play together, to have that family time while using and embracing technology. There is a way to do it if you're very intentional with what you use and what you consume.
Okay. How do I know where the really good deals are? I mean, everything's on kind of sale, they call it, but how do I know what the good deals are?
Everything is on sale, and that's one of the real tricks this time of year is that there are a lot of these benchmarks in terms of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of different deals that come up, and you almost get inundated with, wait, when's the best time to buy? What should I buy? The real thing that you need to think about is, okay, is this the item that I want? If I'm buying online, should I buy it now? Should I wait? One of the things that we're recommending is not that there's as many supply chain issues as in years past, but if you do see the item that you want and it is during one of those sales, is to buy it and pick it up, because there will be some delays in terms of delivery time. There will be some of those issues where you want to get the thing that you want. Don't wait too long, because also this time period between Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the actual holidays is shorter this year by about a week. So that's something to consider. We're talking now, it's December 6th. Some of those purchases may take a little while to get to you, so you want to kind of take that bird in hand approach. If you see something, if you see it on a bit of a discount, you should jump and you should buy it.
Yeah, I've had two situations in the past week where the delivery date was, I get an email saying your delivery is delayed. Uh-oh. So, yeah, that can be quite important when we get a little bit closer to the holiday. All right. Anything else you got before we can go to a website and find out about all the things?
Yeah, well, Ron, you could go to affirm.com, or you could download the app, and you could go to lg.com as well for more information on all of their products and that TV that we were mentioning. But really, it's this time of year, it's about being intentional. If you want to make that big splurge, that one purchase, think about how that person's going to use it. And if you're looking to buy some of the smaller gift items, just be real intentional with what you're doing. Sometimes quality is more important than the quantity of the number of gifts.
Wow, yeah, and popular brands usually are better suited for you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, always a pleasure. Well, thank you to my guests, and thank you to you. I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode. But until that time arrives, I wish you peace.